Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise, take two, because I didn't have the microphone in. Yeah, it's one of those days. So today we're still doing the alphabet. We're on the letter M, and I decided to do melt because, to be fair, I've had this palette sitting here, and I used it, of course, when it came out, but I haven't used the Smoke Session 2 since then, and I did want to try a different look. I feel like no matter what, you're getting a purple look out of this, which makes sense considering the packaging. And I do love the packaging. However, I will say that this is very hard and pointy, and it actually nicked me today and drew blood. So do be careful with this, like picking it up and stuff, because if you just like scrape, it could hurt. It could hurt. Is it beautiful? Yes, it is. But just so you know. So this is what the inside of this palette looks like. Now, is this my favorite palette by Melt? No. And I was going to use my favorite palette by them, but I decided to go this route because it is a newer palette, so you may be interested. So I thought I'd do a second look with it. So let's go ahead and get started into the Melt. I am wearing the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation today. I love this foundation. I don't know why they discontinued it. I got Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Perfecting Cream underneath it. Does it do anything? No. I don't see any difference in any of my lines or pores or anything. It feels nice. It's a nice cream, don't get me wrong. But like, if it was plumping, it's long gone. I'll say that. But I do love this foundation. I am wearing the Too Faced Born This Way concealer under the eyes. I set under the eyes with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics setting powder and translucent. I set the rest of the face with my Natasha Denona foundation powder. For a bronzer, I'm trying the YSL again. Here's the thing. That Armani has got me wrapped around its little finger, okay? From the size of it to what it looks like, it just has me hooked. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with this foundation or this bronzer. I think it's got beautiful packaging. I mean, every time I look at it, I'm like, ooh, you look good, you know? But the product is just a product. Where the Armani, like, it looks amazing. It's expensive. It is. It's not as expensive as YSL, but packaging still looks pretty. But look at this. Like, look how much you get. Look at that. Amazing. I'm sorry, it's amazing. For blush, I'm wearing the Dior in Pink Lilac. I thought it would be fitting today since I'm doing a purple look. I really want a purple blush, though. Like, I don't know if they make one, but like a real true purple, just to see what it would look like on my skin. I don't think it would look good, to be fair, because I do have more of the warmer leaning skin tone, and I think that my skin tone does interrupt with that purple, but I would need a more pigmented one, and I just haven't found it yet. That cream brush, the cream purple from ColourPop, it's close. It is close, but still no cigar. So the first shade we're going to go into is this one right here, Purple Skunk. So the lightest matte. There's 3 mattes and 5 metallics. And that's the thing with this. You're going to get the same setup of a look every time because of the 3 mattes, you know. I think they chose nice mattes to go with these particular looks, but your look is going to be, you know, a purple bluish shade color every time. I believe when I did my first look, I worked with these 3 shades over here. So we're working with these 2 today. If I recall correctly. I could be wrong. I could have done the same look as I done the last time, to be fair. I don't think I did. But I could have. Like I said, it's been a while since I pulled this palette. Like, it's been sitting over here, but I just haven't played with it. Because I mean to, and then I get started in something else and then never get around to it. Because I've really been having fun just picking a palette from the alphabet and getting What's the word I'm looking for? Reunited, I guess, with the brand. Because, you know, when new stuff comes out, you forget or you fall in love with something new, and it, you know, it may stick in your routine for so long, and then you forget about other things, and which a lot of the brands, you know, some, not a lot, of some, I say a lot, but it's not that many really, they're no longer available. And that's sad. And some are available still, but you never hear anybody talk about it. I know what I wanted to play with today. Oh, shoot. I remember I wanted to play with Makeup Geek. But I want to be in the mood for that too. Because I love those shadows. Not that I don't like Mel. Don't get me wrong. I do. But let's be honest. They're not the easiest formula to work with. We're going to go into Black Roses, which is this one right here. Like, these shadows are pigmented. They don't play. And most of their palettes are very dark and grungy. And if you're into that, then that is your brand. Like, they do cater to a specific type of person. They truly do. And I like that. I do. But for me personally, like, that's not necessarily my style. But I still like their palettes. I still think they're beautiful. Well done. All that. But I usually, you know, no, I'm not deep and dark in my looks by no means. That's not something I do. I would say that's probably the darkest shade I would even go, technically. And there's an even darker one in here, so there are times that I do, don't get me wrong, like with everything, time and place. But for every day, no. Man, but I will say, for Deep and Dark as it is, they are performing well. I think they performed well too the first time I used it. Alright, we're going to take that same shade, Black Roses, and we are going to run it under the lower lash line. I've been excited for the letter M because I get to play with the Makeup Geek and the Marc Jacobs. I really do like Marc Jacobs. I can't believe they went out of business. That is just bonkers to me. Okay. Now we're going to pick up the shade Blue Haze, which is this one right here. And this is a beautiful color. Don't get me wrong. When you see this, you're like, whoa. I mean, look at that color. Blue Haze is a good name for it. It's like a blue purpley tint to it. I mean, it's gorgeous. It is what it is there. I just use my Sigma Ignite Primer for my lid. I set it. So, I don't have a glitter glue or anything, but it's laying beautifully. I didn't get any fallout. At least not with the first eye. We'll see with this one. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful color. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. It truly, truly is. Alrighty. We're going to go back into Black Roses. sure that it is. You see the colors. Perfect, perfect. And I did use the Marc Jacobs liner. I can't read the name of it. I think it says Cherry Amour. I think. I've noticed, and it's so sad. And I know I probably even shouldn't be using them because I'm sure they're outdated. We're going to go into Northern Lights for the inner corner. But I noticed that they are getting more difficult to use. As in they're drying out. I have really had to work it on my skin to get it to even go across my waterline, and it's barely holding on, and that's sad. I have a couple of them, and I really liked his liners a lot. There's a lot from Marc Jacobs I like. So Melt, I really do like their palettes. I think they are hit and miss, even Formula, but I do think that they're more hit and miss as far as color story for me than anything. Packaging is always cute. I really like their, it's like a blush highlighter type of thing. It was a duo. I liked it. It had like a bee on it, one of them. And then their highlighter from, I think it was their highlighter from Christmas, I liked. So there are things that obviously I enjoy from this brand, but for the most part, you do have to like it deep and dark. And then, hey, I have moods where I'm into that, you know. We're going to go into Purple Punch, which is the darkest matte here. And I'm going to line the top lash line and the bottom lash line. Like, I'll be honest, like, there are times where I am in my dark mood. And I want, you know, dark shadows. But for the most part, I'm more into, you know, pastels and lighter colors. Because I try to stay in a good mood, you know. Not that you can't be in a good mood and wear darker shades, but my choice of colors usually depend on my mood, just so you know. So, you see me doing a dark look, chances are something's happened and I'm in a mood. And granted, sometimes it could just be that time of the month that puts me there. Or it could be my fiance that puts me there. You know, it's funny because my children never put me there. And no matter what they do, they don't put me in a bad mood. They worry me to death and scare me to death, but they don't ever put me in a bad mood. No matter what they do. Like, mad's never something I get with them, and it's weird. Sad, happy, scared, those type of things, but never mad. I don't know why. Even when they do something bad, it's more like I'm sad at the situation than I am mad. It's weird. And maybe it's just because they're my children. I don't know. But I really don't get mad often anyway. Even with my fiance, y'all. I was just joking. With him, it's just annoyance. I ain't gonna lie. But he knows it. And he is annoying. Have you met him? No. So don't judge. If you met him, you would understand. But I love him. And that's all that matters. Alright, I really took that dark shade right at that lash line. Okay. I was gonna say, man, I think I did get filled out, but I didn't. We're gonna take the black roses again and run it under the lower lash line because I really want that color to show down there. Okay, here we go. And y'all know how I am about the inner corner. No, that's kind of darker than I'd like it to be. But considering I'm working out the palette, so it's not bad really. We're going to use the YSL Lash Clash in black for the top lashes. Oh, for highlighter, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona in 02. And I just recently played with the gold palette not that long ago in the gold highlighters. And I do like the gold highlighters. I do. It's a different formula and I like it a lot. But I like the ones that look like hockey disc. To be fair, better. They just, on my skin, lay better. For some reason. I love this mascara. I really do. Nothing better than this and the Gucci. But if I had to pick between the two, I think right now, with my preferences the way they are, I think I'd pick the YSL. I could be wrong there. I might not, but I feel like I would pick the YSL with Gucci. Like if I only could get one mascara and I had to choose, I feel like I'd go with the YSL one. I'm going to use the Lancome on the bottom lashes. And I don't know why, because I feel like the Gucci one is made for more everyday, simple makeup. Well, I'm not doing simple makeup most of the time, though, as I'm filming. But I will say that I actually enjoy this palette. I don't know what the reviews on this palette were, if they were good or bad, if people liked it or not. But, I mean, you have to like purple. That's number one. And it has to be, you have to like more deeper, darker purples instead of the brighter. However, I do think the metallic shades are pretty bright, considering when you think of melt and how dark they can go. So there is that. My favorite palette by them, though, would probably, I know as crazy as this sounds, is She's in Parties. And the, what is it called? I have it sitting out. Millennial Pink. I don't know. There's just something about that palette that I like. I can't explain it. I really can't. For the lips, I'm wearing the Give Spark the Fire Plumping Lip Balm in LOL. It's a different shade than what I've been wearing. And to me, this is more nude. It says Heat on the website. It's not. It's more nude. So don't be afraid of that. And then they have a berry, which I have the peach and the pink. And I think I'm going to have to get the berry just to try it out. Just saying. But it's become my new favorite thing, just to slap on my lips and make them look bigger and plumper and very nice. I think I need to do a video with like my favorite lip plumping products, or just products that make my lips look bigger. Obviously, overlining can do that, but for me, I'm not a big overliner because I feel like it looks like a clown almost on me. Like it's weird. I just don't do it. But overall, this is the final look using the Smoke Session 2 palette by Melt. They have a lot of good products, they really do. I hear a lot of people really like in their liners. Again, I don't line. They're gel pot liners, so I really can't say either way on that one. But as far as eyeshadow palette, you know, if you like deep and dark, that's your, if you're grungy, that's your, they're gonna be your brand. I can promise you that. But I hope you liked this video. I hope it helped in some way. I hope you enjoyed it. Entertained you at least. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that where you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday unless there's a new launch or if I'm bored. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.